What I'm going to show you is how to make your own suet for the birds. So you don't have to go to the store and spend $2 each one. This one here costs me about 75 cents each. These are the items that I use for making the bird suet to put outside for the birds. Basically what I do is I take about a cup of oats and a cup of flour and about 3 or 4 tablespoons of peanut butter, and I melt the lard into a pan, and once the lard is melted, just soft, it doesn't have to be completely melted, then I add the peanut butter and stir it in. Then I add the oats and the flour and the seeds, and here I have a selection of about a cup of wild bird seed and a cup of sunflower seeds. Now you can add more seed if you want. I sometimes add sunflower chips. The birds like that too. And if you want to try adding some thistle, that would be okay too. Well, once the lard is pretty well melted, I then add the peanut butter, and I'll stir this around a little bit, get it to melt and blend. Now I added a cup of flour, and I'm going to stir that up a little bit. And you might want to keep the heat sort of low. This is going to bubble up here, and you're going to have to lower the heat a little bit more. You see that there's a lot of moisture probably in the flour, and that cooks out. So we're going to lower the heat, and I'll be back here in a minute. Now once the moisture is pretty much cooked out of the flour, I've turned the heat up a little bit, and I've cooked it for about 5 minutes now. I'm going to add the oats, and you see what happens. It's got moisture in it too, so it bubbles up. And we'll stir that around a little bit. Okay, I lowered the heat, and I got 2 pie pans ready, and I'm going to add the sunflower seeds and the wild bird seed. I'm going to stir it around a little bit, mix it up, and then I'm going to pour it into the pan. Okay, we don't want to really cook the sunflower seeds or the wild bird seed. We just want to mix it up, get it stirred up in there, and we can turn the heat off completely. And now that it's ready, it's ready to pour. Pour a little bit there first, and a little bit there. And kids at home might want your help from your parents on this, because this is rather hazardous. Okay. And I'll scrape that out of the pan here in a second, and we're pretty much done. I then let the pie tin cool for several hours. Basically I want to get it to room temperature, and once it's in room temperature, then I'm going to put it in the freezer. The pie pans have cooled now for several hours. Now they're ready to go into the freezer, and I'll put them in the freezer for a few hours, and when they're completely frozen, I'll pull one out as I need it and cut it up into quarters, and put it in the suet holder outside for the birds, and they'll eat it. Enjoy. Bye-bye. Here's a piece I cut in half, and I'll be cutting it into quarters down here like so with a sharp knife. You might want to ask for help doing this. This can be a little bit dangerous handling this knife. Once you cut down so far, actually you can take it and just crack it on the side, the edge of the cutting board, and just hit with your fist on the other side, and it'll break right in half, or quarters, or whatever size you want. Now, when you're doing this, be sure that you're careful that you don't burn yourself or cut yourself with a knife. You might have some adult supervision with you when you're doing this, and be safe and enjoy. Hope you have a good time.